Gaffer, feels like an absolute age since we were last in league action. Is it quite refreshing to be going back to Sky Bet League 2?
Yeah, it's another game for us to compete and try and win. It has been a fragmented month with so many cup games and different opponents and venues, but I think it's been quite good. I think it's been good to see the majority of the squad playing over that last month. I think everyone has, to be fair, which is always interesting for me as a manager. You want to see your players out there and see how they're taking their training out into games. So and it always gives them the opportunity to showcase what they can do. So it's been really good the last month. But we know how important the league is, and we're going to Colchester, which is a very good team, tough venue to go to, but it's one we're looking forward to. It'll be a football game. It'll be they pass the ball very well, and we're going to go and try then put them off a stride and play our own stuff. I think the performance on Tuesday gave us great confidence going into the game Saturday that we can see the quality in our squad, in our team. We can pass the ball, we can score goals. We've just got to produce it on a more consistent basis. So that's the target for us all.
How's training been since then? Are you feeling confident, the lads feeling good after Tuesday, and that they can take that forward into Saturday?
Yeah, last week it was a strange feeling because we didn't have a game on the Saturday. So, but we had a good full training week, and we got some good sessions in, which sometimes you don't get the opportunity to do at this stage of the season. But with the game on Tuesday, the lads who played have obviously had a sort of a lighter day today, just to get their energy back. But they've been out on the training pitch and obviously full of beans because of the result and how well they played. And then the other boys that didn't play have worked exceptionally hard building up to Saturday. So I'll always say about the players, though, the squad, they're really good out on that training pitch. They always are ready to work, do the right things. And it's just about replicating everything they do in training and take it into games. But their attitude is always spot on the training pitch. So that gives us great confidence that they'll produce those consistent performances in games.
You said it around Macclesfield, this break in the league schedule might give us a chance to get any players back. Has that been the case? Is anyone a bit closer?
I'm trying to think, because we've had quite a few injuries this season. So I think there's a couple that I think the game on Tuesday gave us the opportunity to get people back into the squad. But generally we'll be roughly the same sort of squad that we've had in the last few games. But with that gap in between the league games, it's give people the chance to get over their injuries. But sometimes the rehab for different players is different lengths of time. So we'll check on them again tomorrow. We've got another near 48 hours before the game. So hopefully they're okay and we have a good group to choose from.
Of course, Colchester away starts off this winter period that's talked so much about. Apart from the obvious planning, do you give much forethought to that, or is it a case of take the game each at a time and see what sort of run we can put together?
Yeah, I think as for the games and actually preparing for the games, we just do the same thing. We only take the next game into consideration. We don't want to overload the players with information about teams we haven't got directly next. So, but as a staff, we look at the logistical side of it and what we have to do off the pitch, as in our training plan and travelling plans and stuff like that. So, because once you get around Christmas, companies are on holiday, other people are on holiday, but we're not. So we have to make sure everything's planned well in advance to make sure it's right. But as for the football side, no, everything continues the same. We train on the days we should do. We only concentrate on the direct game in front of us, and that won't change. We don't see any reason to do that. But yeah, people talk about the Christmas period and the Easter period and this, that, the other. You have to win games all year through. For me, from game one. So if you want to be successful, you want to be where you want to be. You have to win games in all the months. So it doesn't define anything, but it's just another series of games that we want to try and win.
Cheers, Gaffer. Good luck.
Cheers.
You touched on it before, Graham, about progression in the squad and everything. You're sort of particularly pleased at the progression in the lads who were were here when you were non-league and have come up and adapted to the new level, and they sort of progressed well?
Yeah, definitely. I think we've got good experience in our squad that have obviously played in the Football League before and at a higher level. So we had no concerns over them. It was more to see how, like you say, the lads who had come up through the non-league system, how they adapted to the Football League, the step up in quality. But they made a lot of them made a jump the year before as well, from the Conference North to the Conference, and they've had to make that jump again. So I always think there's improvement in all players. At this level, it's just how quick that improvement happens. It's the modern game now is very instant, and we can't wait forever. As long as we see the seeds of improvement, the want to improve, that's the main thing. And we've got good professionals here that want to carve out good careers for themselves and want to be successful. So I've been really pleased with nearly all of them, really, to be fair, because their attitude has been spot on.
You sort of see now that players playing, so they're believing they are Football League players rather than non-league players playing in League Two.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's the sort of hurdle a couple of them had to overcome. I think we started the season pretty well, but we hit a difficult patch, and I think sometimes the players as individuals are making things bigger in their own mind than it actually was. I think mistakes are made every game at every level, so it was just about keeping their confidence and their composure, so they understand that they are good players and they have got the quality to be successful at this level and levels above. So, but things don't happen instantly. We've got a lot of young players as well, so you have to give them the time to make those improvements. And but if training and how they are off the pitch is anything to go by, I'm sure they'll make them.